What is small talk? Small talk is polite conversation about unimportant or uncontroversial topics. We often have small talk with coworkers, acquaintances, strangers, and even friends and family. You can make small talk about many different topics. In today's lesson, I will teach you small talk conversation starters about travel. The first conversation starter about travel is, what is the next trip you have planned? You can use this to start a conversation to talk about future travel. The person you ask may tell you about a trip they have planned or a trip that they want to take. Here's an example. What's the next trip you have planned? Next year, I plan on taking a trip to Thailand. Or, what's the next trip you have planned? Well, I don't have anything planned right now, but I'd love to visit Thailand. The next conversation starter about travel is asking about past travel. Where's the last place you traveled? Right, so you're asking the person about a trip they took in the past. Here's an example. Where's the last place you traveled? Well, last year, my family and I traveled to a beach. It was quite relaxing. For this conversation starter, you can also follow it up with, what did you do there? For example, where is the last place you traveled? Well, last year, my family and I traveled to a beach. It was quite relaxing. That's nice. What did you do at the beach? We went swimming, diving, and even had grilled fish on the beach. The next small talk conversation starter about travel is, what's the best place for a vacation in your country? Here, you are asking a person from a different country than yours about their country. People are usually happy to talk about their country. Here's an example. What is the best place for a vacation in your country? I'm from Korea, and I think the best place to travel is Seoul City. For this conversation starter, you can also ask a follow-up question, why is it good? For example, what is the best place for a vacation in your country? I'm from Korea, and I think the best place to travel is Seoul City. Why is Seoul City the best? Seoul is the biggest city in Korea, so there are many things to see and do. The next conversation starter is something you might ask if you are visiting somewhere. Are there any hidden gems around here? A hidden gem is something or someplace that is great, but many people may not know about it. Here's an example. Are there any hidden gems around here? Yes, there's an amazing seafood restaurant down the street. The location is difficult to find, so only local residents know about it. The next conversation starter is, have you ever been abroad? To go abroad means to travel to a different country. Some people have traveled abroad and other people haven't, so it's important to ask this question. Here's an example. Have you ever traveled abroad? Yes, I have traveled to 5 countries. If the person says yes, then you can ask a follow-up question like, what countries have you traveled to? Have you ever traveled abroad? Yes, I have traveled to 5 countries. What countries have you traveled to? I have been to Canada, India, Thailand, Morocco, and the USA. If the person hasn't been abroad, they will probably answer like this. Have you ever been abroad? No, I haven't traveled to another country, but I really want to. Now, you know more conversation starters to make small talk about travel. I'll see you in the next video.